Falling into the magic bubble. Chapter 1. The Shiny Bubble. Lucy was a 4-year-old girl with big, curious eyes, soft brown hair that bounced when she ran, and a laugh that sounded like little silver bells. One sunny morning, she played in the garden behind her house. Butterflies danced around the flowers, and Lucy pretended she was the queen of the butterflies, waving a little stick like a wand. Suddenly, she saw something unusual floating across the garden. It wasn't an ordinary soap bubble. This bubble was enormous, big enough to fit a whole child inside. It shimmered with colors that kept changing pink, blue, gold, and green, like a rainbow that melted into glass. Lucy gasped.
"That's the prettiest bubble I've ever seen."
She reached out with her tiny hands. And then, pop! No, it didn't burst. Instead, the bubble wrapped itself gently around her like a soft balloon.
"Ape!"
Squealed Lucy as the bubble lifted her feet off the grass. Before she knew it, she was floating up, up, up into the sky. Chapter 2. A Sky Full of Bubbles. Lucy held her breath. The garden grew smaller and smaller below. She could see the roof of her house, the street, and even Mr. Green's cat sleeping on the fence. All around her floated more bubbles. Big bubbles, tiny bubbles, bubbles shaped like stars and hearts. Some had sparkles inside. Some carried music notes, and some even had little goldfish swimming happily around.
"Whoa! This is not a regular bubble ride,"
whispered Lucy. The bubble carried her higher until she drifted into a sky garden made of bubbles. It looked like a playground slides made of long shiny bubbles, swings that floated back and forth, and trampolines that bounced like jelly. Lucy's eyes sparkled.
"This is a bubble kingdom."
Chapter 3. Meeting the Bubble Friends. As Lucy floated, a little voice called,
"Hello, down there."
She looked up and saw a bubble with a smiling face. Inside the bubble was a tiny creature. It looked like a bunny made of soap and rainbow sparkles.
"I'm Bobo the Bubble Bunny,"
said the creature, hopping around inside.
"Welcome to Bubble Land."
Lucy giggled.
"Are you real? You look so squishy."
Bobo puffed his cheeks proudly.
"I'm very real, and I bounce better than anyone."
He bounced so hard that his bubble wobbled like jelly. Soon, more bubble creatures appeared. A bubble cat with shiny whiskers, a bubble bird that sang tiny tinkling songs, and a bubble bear that liked to roll around like a ball. They floated around Lucy's bubble, laughing and playing. Lucy clapped her hands.
"This is the best place ever."
Chapter 4. The Bubble Lessons. Bobo explained,
"Here in Bubble Land, every bubble teaches a lesson. Some bubbles help us learn how to be kind. Some bubbles help us learn to share. Others teach us to be brave."
Lucy's eyes grew wide.
"Bubbles can teach things?" "Of course. Would you like to try?"
Lucy nodded eagerly. The first bubble floated toward her. Inside it was a picture of 2 children sharing toys.
"This is the sharing bubble,"
said Bobo. The bubble touched Lucy's bubble and suddenly swoosh! Lucy was inside the picture. She saw herself holding a teddy bear while another child wanted to play with it. At first, Lucy felt,
"But it's mine."
Then the bubble whispered softly, Sharing makes playtime more fun. So Lucy handed the teddy bear to the other child, and together they played. It felt so warm and happy that Lucy smiled. When she returned to her bubble, she said,
I get it. Sharing makes more smiles.
Exactly,
said Bobo, bouncing. Chapter 5. The Brave Bubble. The next bubble came shining gold. Inside, it was a picture of a little girl standing on a stage with people watching. Lucy felt nervous just looking at it.
This is the brave bubble. Would you like to try?
Said Bobo. Lucy's knees knocked, but she whispered,
Okay.
Suddenly swoosh! She was on the stage herself. Bright lights shone, and many eyes were on her. Lucy's heart pounded.
I can't do this.
She thought, but the bubble whispered, Being brave means trying, even if you feel scared. Lucy took a deep breath, lifted her chin, and sang a little song. Her voice trembled at first, but then it grew stronger. The people clapped and smiled. When Lucy returned, her face glowed.
I did it. I was brave.
Bobo cheered.
See? You can do amazing things when you try.
Chapter 6. The Kindness Bubble. The next bubble floated gently, soft, pink with sparkles. Inside, Lucy saw someone who had dropped their ice cream.
This is the kindness bubble,
Explained Bobo. Whoosh! Lucy was suddenly in a park, standing next to the sad child whose ice cream lay melted on the ground. Lucy thought about keeping her own ice cream, but then she remembered the warm feeling from the sharing bubble. She smiled and gave the child her ice cream instead. The child's face lit up,
Thank you.
and Lucy's heart felt even happier than when she had her own treat. When she returned to her bubble, Lucy whispered,
Kindness makes hearts sparkle.
Perfect lesson.
said Bobo with a proud bounce. Chapter 7. Trouble in Bubble Land. Just then, the sky darkened. A cold wind blew. The bubbles shook and trembled.
Oh no! The storm of popping is coming.
Cried the bubble bird. Lucy gasped.
What's that?
Bobo explained quickly.
Now and then, a storm tries to break Bubble Land. If too many bubbles pop, the lessons will disappear.
The storm grew closer, with sharp winds that popped bubbles one by one. The bubble cat meowed nervously. The bubble bear rolled into a corner. Lucy's bubble wobbled wildly.
What can we do?
Only someone who learned the lessons can save us. You must use what you learn, sharing, bravery, and kindness.
Lucy's heart thumped, but she nodded.
I'll try.
Chapter 8. Lucy saves the bubbles. First, Lucy saw a bubble bird stuck in a tree, unable to fly away. She wanted to keep her bubble safe, but she remembered the sharing bubble. She reached out and shared the safety of her own bubble with the bird, pulling it in. Next, a huge gust of wind made Bobo shake with fear. Lucy felt scared too, but she remembered the brave bubble. She took a deep breath and shouted,
Hold on, everyone. We can do this together.
Her voice gave the others courage. Finally, she saw a tiny bubblefish crying because its bubble had popped. Lucy's heart softened. She remembered the kindness bubble and scooped the fish gently into her bubble.
Don't worry. I'll keep you safe.
The storm howled. But Lucy's bubble glowed brighter and brighter with every kind act. Soon it shone like a lantern. The lights scared the storm away, and the sky cleared. Bubble Land sparkled once more. Chapter 9. The Goodbye Bubble. The Bubble friends cheered.
You saved Bubble Land!
Cried Bobo, bouncing with joy. Lucy blushed.
I just used what the bubbles taught me.
Bobo nodded wisely.
That's what makes you a true bubble hero.
A giant golden bubble floated toward Lucy.
This is your goodbye bubble. It will take you home. But remember, the lessons stay inside your heart,
said Bobo softly. Lucy hugged her new friends.
I'll never forget you.
The goodbye bubble wrapped around her and floated down, down, down. Chapter 10. Back in the garden. With a gentle plop, Lucy landed in her garden. The big bubble vanished with a shimmer, leaving only a tiny soap bubble on her hand. She looked around. Everything looked the same. The flowers, the butterflies, the cat on the fence. But Lucy knew she wasn't the same. She whispered to herself,
Sharing makes more smiles. Bravery means trying. Kindness makes hearts sparkle.
Her heart felt as light as the bubble, and from that day on, whenever Lucy blew bubbles in her garden, she always wondered if one day, just maybe, a magic bubble would come back to carry her to Bubble Land again.